All right, kiddos. So earlier when we were working on this, we had said that we're going to have one whole, right? No, I'm on the wrong page. Yeah, so we had talked about the gallon, 9/10 of a gallon and 3/10 of a gallon, right?
Yep.
And we had drawn this out originally, and then we had to leave for music. So we'll redo this.
No, we stopped because
Well, because of the coffee, and then we had music.
coffee, drinks.
The drinks, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and then we had split that into how many sections did we say again?
10.
10, right? And each of them is worth what?
1/10. And then you shade it in 9.
Whoopsie, that's not a very good one. That's too close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And each of those is worth, we said would be worth 1/10, right? And since I had already written this out before, I'm not going to rewrite all the 1/10. I'm just going to go with the shading. We had 9 of these shaded, right?
Yes.
So we had 9 shaded. And then the other day when we were working on this, when our equations, we would cross out the amount for the next part of it, right? So we had our 9/10 because each of those is worth 9/10, so we have 9/10 shaded in, right? And we are going to actually cross out, how many are we going to cross out?
3.
3. So 1, 2, 3. How many do we have left then?
We have about 4, 5, 6.
9 subtract 3 is what, everybody? 6. So we have 6/10 gallons, right?
Yeah.
All right. So A says, how did you represent the starting amount of grape drink on your fraction model? Well, we did that by shading in 9/10 of the fraction block, or the fractions, right? So we shaded in 9/10 of our fraction model, right? Luke or Dave? Who's singing? Dave? No, was it you, Luke? Sounded so much like you. Okay. All right, B. B says what, Luke?
How do you represent the amount of drink that was consumed on your fraction model?
So we crossed off 3 of the 10s, right? We crossed off 3/10 or 3 1/10, right?
3 1/10.
Yep, because 3 of the 1/10 sections, right? Each of those is worth 1/10. Bryn, I'm going to have you throw it away if you do that again. So, Davian, what does C ask us to do?
What?
Why don't you come sit up here?
On your fraction on your fraction model.
Kate, why don't you come sit up here, please? So, what represents the solution on your fraction model? So, what represents our solution? The amount that are just shaded in, that are left over and not crossed out, is our answer, right? So we would say something like the amount shaded in but not crossed out represents our answer, right? Okay, D, write an equation to model the problem. What's our equation going to be, Gemma?
9/10 minus 3/10.
9/10 subtract 3/10 equals what? Equals 6/10. What's our label? Gallons, thank you.
Gallons.
Yeah. So then our answer is going to be what? For E? 6/10 gallon, right? That's what was used. 6/10 of the gallon. Of the gallon, I should say.
Gallon.
Of the gallon. There's only one hole, so it's 1 gallon. All right. Feeling okay with this?
Yeah. It did last time, so.
Yeah, come on.
All right, you guys ready to get started with the homework page?
Yeah.
Okay, let me pause the. Just a second, let me pause the recording. We can look at it. Yep, that probably is right. I haven't had a chance to look all the way through it though, okay? So what number was that, kiddo? It was number 12? Okay, so I know this is jumping around a little bit, but Kate had a question about 12. So number 12, in a classroom, 4/6 of the students are wearing sneakers. This is 3/6 more than the fraction of the students wearing boots. What fraction of the students are wearing boots? Write an equation to model the problem. So, what do you guys think? Where are we going to start with this one? Who has some ideas? Well, we're not going to multiply. We're not going to add. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we need to figure out, we're using this information, right? 4/6 of the students are wearing sneakers, and then we're going to say that is 3/6 more than the fraction of students wearing boots. So in order for us to find out the difference between the two, we're going to have to say 4/6 subtract 3/6 equals 1/6. What's our label?
Student. Sneaker.
No.
Students wearing boots.
That's student.
Are wearing boots. Okay, let's turn it around again. Let's look at number 1. We'll do a couple together and then I'm going to set you guys loose, okay? So number 1 says, Colin played 3/6 of the soccer game on Friday. He played 5/6 of Sunday's game. How much less did he play on Friday than on Sunday? Model the problem with an equation. So they're telling us we have to write an equation to solve this problem. How would we write the equation, Sky? What do you think?
What?
How are we going to write the equation for number 1?
3/6. 5/6 subtract 3/6. Try to the answer.
Sure.
2/6.
Okay, do you see how she figured that out? She used the information from here and here. Yep. We're taking 5/6 and we're subtracting 3/6 equals 2/6. And what's our label? Less time played, right? Yes.
For number 12 is the label students.
Number 12, the label was are wearing boots. The students are wearing boots.
Yeah, but wearing boots.
You have to have the wearing boots because the students both were wearing boots and sneakers, so you have to be specific. All right, let's look at number 2. Number 2, Hannah's flour jar has 6/12 of a pound of flour in it. She adds 5/12 of a pound to the jar. Then she adds 8/12 of a pound in a recipe. Or sorry, she doesn't add. She uses 8/12 of a pound in a recipe. How many pounds of flour are in Hannah's jar now? Model the problem with equations. So what would our first step? We know we're going to do something with the 6/12, the 5/12, and then ultimately with this, right? What are we going to do first? What are we adding, Gemma?
6/12 and 5/12.
Yeah, so Emma says first we need to add the 6/12 added to, I said Gemma, added to the 5/12. So what are we going to get, kiddo? 11/12. Okay, so that's what is in 11/12 pounds are in the jar right now. Move forward then, dear. You don't have to sit way back there. You can come sit up here. Okay, so then what are we doing with that 11/12? Yep, then we're going to take the 11/12 and we are going to subtract the 8/12 because that's how much she used, right? And what are we left with? Okay, so 3/12 pounds left, right?
Minus 8/12 equals, what's that number? 11 minus 8/12.
11/12 subtract 8/12 equals 3/12 pounds left. Okay, is this making sense to you guys?
Yes.
Lila, don't do that, kiddo. Wash your hands.
Lila, she's being serious.
Lila, I was serious. Wash your hands, please. When you're finished, you can work on that packet or reflex. So are you guys ready to keep going on your own? Or do you want us to do one more?
No.
I'm good.
Okay, when you just say no, that doesn't tell me if you want me to help you with more or if you want to go on your own.
I just need help on one of them.
Okay, Briar, which one?
I just need help on number 4.
Number 4? We can look at number 4 as a group. So number 4, Elijah has 4/5 of a book left to read. After he reads some more of the book, he has 2/5 left to read. What fraction of the book did Elijah read? What are we going to do? Yeah, we're going to subtract. What are we going to subtract though, bud?
4/5 minus 2/5.
4/5 subtract 2/5 equals what?
2/5.
2/5. What's our label?
You froze.
2/5 left. No, I didn't.
Left to read.
It's okay. It'll unfreeze. 2/5 left to read.
Left to read. And then I think I know how to do number 3.
That's a word. It's just a word problem.
How do you know? Then subtract from our problem. Okay. Now let's switch to number 3. Did you do after?
This person said, oh no, math packet or reflex?
How do you explain how I do it? Maybe it's better to do. Emma?
Well, you're going to have to estimate which direction and angle you will need to hit the ball to get into the hole. I don't know, this seems like it's a little harder. Then use a protractor to measure the angle. Then use a protractor to measure the angle of the ball to hit the wall.
You got a new packet?
Work out which angle the ball would then travel in. So you're going to estimate. So you're going to estimate what you think this is, but then you're going to measure it, what this angle is.
What would be my question? What would be my question for my word problem?
Pause it. Hey, Miss Larson, take 4 years. Miss Larson, you're helping.